Oh my god. If you thought Mortal Kombat 4 was bad, if you thought Mortal Kombat Annihilation was bad, those are nothing compared to the embarrassment to the franchise that is Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm. I'm not going to bother explaining Mortal Kombat because if you don't know anything about it, then where the hell have you been? It's produced an extensive library of games ranging from awesome to it's okay, to terrible, to what? Naturally, its success spawned a lot of other things, like a toy line, a couple of movies, and of course a dumbed-down, kid-friendly animated series. You want to see what Mortal Kombat looks like without all the blood and violence and everything else that made it good? Really? Well, okay. Here you go. So, I think this is supposed to take place sometime around the third Mortal Kombat game, but I'm not entirely sure. I always thought it took place after the movies, because Johnny Cage is still dead, and they make references to them, like when Liu Kang fought Sub-Zero, but then again they're surprised when they meet the other Sub-Zero, and it doesn't explain why Raiden is still there, when in the movie he... You know what? Never mind. Has there ever been a fighting game with a competent storyline? Ever? So what's going on here is that the forces of Outworld are butthurt about losing the last tournament, so they're attempting to invade Earthrealm, and it's up to Earth's greatest warriors to stop them. Our main characters are Raiden, but as usual he does nothing useful. Nightwolf, who despite being a spiritual guide is pretty handy with computers. Jax with his awesome power gloves. Though one thing about Jax is that for some reason he keeps calling Raiden girlfriend.
The fighting's over, girlfriend. Give it your best shot, girlfriend.
Cause it's the mid-90s and this is funny. Curtis Stryker, who... why is Stryker there again? Oh, he's got the thing that seals the portals to Outworld. Okay. Sonya Blade, who apparently has come down with a nasty case of catchphrase Tourette's.
Combat time! Combat time! Combat time!
Yup. Print it on a t-shirt and quote it until your tongue bleeds, because that's what she says. In every episode. And of course we got Liu Kang and his obvious love interest, Kitana. You guys know there's a fight going on, right? Friends might be getting their asses handed to them, might want to jump in and help. No? Okay, I guess we'll check on you guys later. Finally, there's Sub-Zero. His voice actor is... You know what? No, I'm not going to tell you who his voice actor is. I want you to try and guess. Because I don't think you'll guess it. Not in a million years.
After his death, I realized that my own brother was innately evil and without honor. I could no longer fight for what my clan believed in. That was when I decided to help you. In spite of what I knew, I was too filled with hate to go on. So I sought seclusion, to try and find inner peace.
You give up? Would you believe Luke Perry? Yeah, Dylan from Beverly Hills 90210 is playing the ruthless leader of the Lin Kuei ninja clan of Outworld. Didn't see that one coming, did you? But you know, despite his voice not really fitting in here, he does a pretty good job.
Thanks. It's always nice to meet someone who appreciates my work.
Although maybe I'm just comparing him to everyone else, because this show is full of some lousy voice acting. Kano also makes an appearance, and, well, just listen to him.
Hello, baby.
Bye-bye, baby.
Have it your way, baby.
This episode of Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm is brought to you by Burger King. Have it your way, baby. Probably the worst are Liu Kang and Nightwolf. Just listen to the two of them exchange words.
Sensors are detecting cybers. That probably means Sector and Cyrex are behind this invasion.
Let us know when you have a head count. Out.
Rain shows up in one episode and they make him into sort of a pretty boy that has the hots for Kitana. Because that's what Mortal Kombat was missing. Awkward love triangles. Of course, we have our main bad guy, Shao Kahn, who luckily seems to have avoided most of this nonsense. I'd really hate to see what would happen to one of the biggest bad guys in fighting game history brought down to a kid-friendly level.
Big girls, don't cry. Big girls, don't cry. Ay, ay, ay. They don't cry.
Now, there was one character who was pretty good, Cabal. Kind of a tragic case, he was disfigured by Shao Kahn's forces and was forced to wear a mask and stay underground. He's also a total badass, though his one drawback is that his moves are plagued by cartoonish sound effects. There were also a couple of original characters here and there that weren't in any of the games, but maybe we should be thankful for that. So, the defenders of Earthrealm spend a lot of their time fighting invaders from other dimensions in poorly animated fights that are about as fluid as cottage cheese. Most of the time they're fighting off robots, because when you're dumbing down adult content, violence against humans is wrong. But I guess when your opponents are robots, you can pull out all the stops. After all, robots don't have rights like humans.
Can robots feel pain? If so, we are horrible, horrible people.
Barbarians. They travel around the world to each portal breach by using their hopeful concept for a toy line called Dragon Jets. Yep, Dragon Jets. Something else Mortal Kombat was missing. Ridiculous vehicles that even Cobra would be ashamed to use. Mortal Kombat vehicles. Who'd be dumb enough to buy those? Oh man, there's so much crap in this show. Probably the stupidest thing about this show is that when the defenders of Earthrealm aren't fighting bad guys, they're bickering and arguing like they're all married to each other.
Something like that, Blubberbutt?
Don't you ever call me that.
Shut up, Jax. All you ever do is bellyache.
I'm talking to you, Ninja.
Enough, Striker!
You may be the god of thunder and all, but you've been wrong.
You really do have a death wish. I consider doing some fighting yourself. For a change.
That's telling him.
How could this have happened to one of my favorite video game franchises? The story is cliched, the animation is awful, the characters are empty husks of what they should be, and I'm sorry, it's just not Mortal Kombat without the blood and violence. It pretty much fails on every level possible. You know, say what you want about the movies, at least they tried to be Mortal Kombat. This was just a sad attempt to cash in on something popular by making it kid-friendly. And you know what happens when you do that, right? You get this. I'd rather play Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe again than sit through another episode of this crap. And I think that says it all right there. Now, luckily, there are absolutely no other Mortal Kombat cartoons out there. Yep, absolutely none. And you know what? I think we can end it here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.